I'm worried that I might be the only person that doesn't enjoy heaven as much as everybody else. Because, like, I love my family to death, but if you locked me in a room with them for a week, we would kill each other. You know what I mean? Like, you get sick of hanging out with the same people over and over again. And there's a lot of people that, like, I would go to church with, but if I had to, like, hang out with on a regular basis, I'd be like, dude, you gotta chill. Like, you're not I don't want to spend eternity with you. You know what I mean?
It's so funny how you see it. You see heaven like a room.
I see heaven kind of like Disney World. Like, it's really cool the first 6 hours you're there, and then by day like 2, 3 or whatever, you're like, can we just like go to the beach or something? Like, I can't do.
Is there Heaven Beach?
I can't do it. Yeah. And I was asking him, I'm like, do you think that that's like my favorite part of every job is like taking a smoke break? Even though I don't smoke cigarettes, I'll go out by the dumpster and hang out with the line cooks, you know, and talk shit for a couple. It's like, do you think that'll be that in heaven? Where God's like, hey, yeah, you guys can smoke, but you got to go outside the gates to like, and there's like a couple people like out the gates just being like, we got to listen to this song again.
I just love the idea that you are like making heaven a place with a gate, and it's just like you're in a room with your family.
That's all I know about those pearly gates and streets of gold. And
that's so funny.
I just like the fact that it's like they're walking the streets of gold and they find a cigarette butt and they're like, who did it? And it's just like me.
Wait,
it's like me and Javon. Like,
you have to go outside the gates to smoke a cigarette, the same gates that people come in through, and it's like, oh fuck,
yeah, like we can
we're at the wrong heaven.
We keep getting in. We have wristbands, so like we can walk out and like have a smoke. And there's people like, can I get in? It's like, no.
You gotta wait. I mean,
I do feel like the only way I'm getting in is if my wife gets a +1, because she's she's so like devout Catholic, like, and I'm like, I'm gonna ride your coattails at the gates.
You know who's always getting in? Mexicans, because they'll just hop the fence. That's how I think of you thinking like it's a place.
Yeah,
like, it's not a place. It's like you won't even. Here's my heaven. You're thinking you're going heaven with like your human self. Like, you're not. You're just like literally a feeling.
I know. I get it. I've heard all the analogies. They're like, it's like a drop of water returning to the ocean. You're just with everyone, and it's like,
that's kind of crazy.
That doesn't really appeal to me. I'll be honest. I'm like, I don't know.
Everyone.
Yeah, I gotta. Now I'm part of Marge from down the street.
I'm be in a pond.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, can I select who's in my puddle with me? Like, I don't know if I want to be in the ocean. You know, like.
But the idea of we got to make a skit about that. The idea of having a smoke break in heaven, but God tells you have, dude, I'm cool. You can smoke. I mean, that's not here.
Just not inside.
You got to go outside.
Just if you, that's cool. Just take it outside.
Just take it outside.
I can see no drinking, because there's laws about that in the Bible. They're like, hey, don't get drunk. You know, whatever. They have drinks, but they're like, hey, don't get drunk. It's gonna make you do stupid stuff. I get that. I would be okay. I'd be like, all right, I can give up no alcohol for eternity. That's cool. But like taking a break, you know. Because from everything I learned growing up is that heaven is just 24/7 of like praising God and like singing songs. And to me, that
sounds awful.
Doesn't sound that great. Like, I mean, it's better than burning alive. For, you know, if they were like, they're like, you either have to sing song and praise God forever or burn in a lake of fire forever. It's like,
who do you think's more annoyed, the people or God? Be like, all right,
after a while.